Philly Heat? What's up, my Philadelphia Eagle brethren? Welcome back to the Wolves' Den. It's been a while since the Wolf has made an appearance, but I'm back, and I'm not happy. Not happy at all. In fact, more disappointed than anything else, because once again, we're on the precipice of a season where the Eagles have a tremendous amount of talent on both sides of the ball, and yet our wonderful head coach, Andy Reid, continues to find ways to lose games and continues to hold his team back from reaching its peak. And that, my friends, is just bad coaching. And that means that Andy Reid is a bad coach. Let me repeat that. Andy Reid is a bad coach. Now, I've been saying this for a long time. I've only been making videos for a few months. But as a typer, and I've been a typer on here for a long time, I've been bashing Andy Reid for a while. Not only on YouTube, but also on the Eagles message boards. Really since, there's parts of me that didn't like certain things that Andy Reid did even prior to the Super Bowl year. But then after the Super Bowl, he has just really gone downhill in terms of his coaching, and he's never been good at game management, ever. I mean, this is the same guy that used to blow timeouts, blow all three of his timeouts by the end of the first quarter. So it's just kind of, I don't know if it's just a coincidence, because my last video that I made about a month ago was the first time that I came out and sort of started bashing Andy Reid, at least from a video perspective. Like I said, I've been doing it for a long time, but that was the first video that I made mentioning the fact that I'm not a huge Andy Reid supporter and really basically want him fired. And ever since then, some of the videos that I'm seeing from Eagle fans, both new and old, are starting to also come out and talk about Andy Reid and their disgust at how he coaches, and especially in recent games. So for me, it's great to see, because I can't stand Andy Reid. I'm done with Andy Reid. I want this guy fired. I wish they could fire him now, because I would. I think it would wake this freaking team up, and I think that the whole league is caught up to the Eagles, and has caught up to the Eagles over the last couple of years. But again, bad coaching results in unable to make adjustments and unable to basically pick your team up when it's down. And Andy Reid has been unable to motivate his team. He's losing to bad teams, and he's losing in close games. And that is bad coaching. Bottom line, end of story, period. So, question is, will Jeffrey Lurie finally come to the realization that Andy Reid needs to go? And I like Jeffrey Lurie. I know some Eagle fans don't like him either. I think that's much less of them than the ones that want Andy Reid out. But I like Jeffrey Lurie, and I think that he's a smart guy. If nothing else, he saved the Eagles from moving to Los Angeles years ago. So just that point alone, I'm glad for Jeffrey Lurie. But I think he's a very intelligent guy, and I think he knows what he's doing. I think he gives way too much power to Andy Reid, and that's one reason why this franchise is just not going anywhere. So hopefully by the end of the season, maybe Lurie will come to the realization that Andy Reid needs to get fired or let go or whatever. But it's got to happen, because this guy just sucks. He sucks. I mean, he just flat out sucks as a coach. And I don't know how much more proof you need other than, just let's take a look at the Cincinnati game. Let's definitely take a look at the Giants game with his ridiculous, stupid calls. His game management skills over the years have just been awful. If anyone doesn't realize that, then you just haven't been paying attention. Inability to make adjustments was already mentioned. His boring, lame-ass press conferences that could put anybody to sleep. I mean, this guy, if you were to play a press conference from 1999 or 2000 and play the same one that he gave last Sunday after losing to Cincinnati, it's the same old shit. It's unbelievable. I blame the Philly media, too, because they just throw these softball questions at Andy Reid all the time. And he says the same bullshit answer, and the media just never does really a follow-up question and never just asks him real questions. Ask him tough questions. It's pathetic. It really is. So, Andy Reid needs to get fired. I don't care how the season ends. They still need to fire him. I don't care if the Eagles somehow end up making the playoffs. Andy Reid needs to get fired, regardless. Now, McNabb had a terrible game. I know a lot of people are jumping on McNabb. Not as many as Reid. I think most logical Eagle fans know that Andy Reid just sucks. But some are starting to really put some heat on McNabb, and definitely McNabb played an awful game last week. But I think you got to look at the season as a whole, and I think McNabb has had a good season overall. And I mean, every once in a while, quarterbacks going to have a bad season or a bad game. And when was the last time McNabb threw three picks in a game? I can't even remember the last time. So, I think you got to give McNabb a break, and we'll see how he responds this week against another good, a good defense in Baltimore. So anyway, I mean, the Eagles are this close. I haven't put the fork in them yet, but they're this close to being done for the year. And why? Because of Andy Reid, number one, his pathetic, terrible play calling in the Bears game, which to me that was the beginning of the end for the season when you lose to the Bears. And then of course the two tough losses to Dallas and the Giants. You have to be able to win one of those games, and maybe not so much the Dallas game, but definitely the Giants game. That one again, even though I definitely think the Giants are a better team this year, that was still a winnable game. I mean, it came down to being a close game at the end and Andy Reid blowing it once again. So, again, more reason to get rid of him. And, the Cincinnati loss, definitely McNabb's got to take some blame on that one. He just played badly. But, again, it was a game that the Eagles could have won. And Reid, of course, didn't have a good game either, as usual. Passing the ball 60 freaking times against a team that can't stop the run. And where's Buckhalter? I mean, if Westbrook's injured, then every time it seems that Buckhalter gets the ball, he makes something happen, at least within the last 3 or 4 games. So why don't give him the ball if Westbrook just needs a breather or is a little banged up? But again, Andy Reid just, he's arrogant, he's pathetic, he's awful, and he needs to go. I think everyone gets that now. How much time I got left here? All right. RE96, Ripper Eagle 96. I like your videos a lot. Keep them coming. Anybody who hasn't seen his videos yet, check them out. And then he recommended Philly the Kid, who I just subscribed to. He's got some good stuff as well. Hopefully there's more Eagle fans out there. If you're typers and you're kind of on the fence as to whether or not to make a video, make a video. It took me a long time. I didn't have a camera, but I was a typer for a long time. I've been part of this trash talking circle for really almost since the beginning. And now I make videos. I don't make them as often as I really want to or can, but I enjoy it. It's a pretty good deal. So anyway, check those guys out. And like I said, I'm not going to stick the fork in Eagles yet, but they're very close. They're so close. They really have to win almost every game. Maybe they can afford one more loss. But they have got to somehow figure out how to win these games. And I think one way would be to fire Andy Reid. But that's definitely not going to happen, at least right now. But hopefully at the end of the season, we're going to say bye-bye to Big Red. Anyway, I'm going to say bye-bye for now. Check me out next time. Hopefully I'll make a video here in the next week or so. In the meantime, let's go Eagles. I'm keeping the faith. Bleeding green as always. And, hopefully we can turn this season around because right now the curtain is closing on our season. All right. Until next time, this is the Wolf and CT signing off, and we'll catch you all soon. Take care.